back to get this season started right after this. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Our partner ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and towing the slab in this one, Garrett Crochet. What do we need to know here?
Well, he throws the change in the slider off the fastball. I really like how he's able to sell fastball, but it's really change up and keep hitters just out in front a little bit. Swing and miss, soft contact. The slider as well comes out of the same tunnel. All three very deceptive, and hitters are going to have to stay back and make sure they get pitch recognition.
And now here is Alan Trammell. Here's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
And that one almost hit him. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. He wastes no time on this one, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. You got to love a game that brings some action from the jump, and at the plate he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Here's Riley Green. And there's a ball. Crochet certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. That one fouled off, 2-2. Line drive, makes the grab, one away. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Tony Clark.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Got him swinging.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side. But that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And down on strikes he goes, and that'll do it. Solo shot for Detroit this inning, and the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Al Newhouser.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Luis Aparicio. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Throw to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base.
Outside,
so I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
The 3-1. Foul ball there. White Sox down a run here on opening day. Fly ball down the line. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. The throw in, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a blue hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
So man aboard. Now it's going to be Frank Thomas.
2-1.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Stays alive. Man at second. And another ball. White Sox down a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And here it comes. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. So first and second, 1 man gone. Getting ready to hit. In the dirt, but kept close. Throw, save. And both runners move up on the wild pitch.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
The 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two on, 1 out. Line drive, caught. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in,
that one is absolutely belted, and that gets down into the gap. One runs in, a second scores as well. It's 2-1, and that's a double.
Nicely done. Brings home two. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So 2 down. Minnie Minoso will hit next. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Two outs and one in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. Harold Baines up next for the White Sox. And a pitch. Backs and misses. It's a strikeout. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Here on the south side, new inning getting started. Here's Gio Urshela.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there rather hard.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And it is 2-1. The pitch. On the ground. Aparicio gets it to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 34.
And next up for the Tigers, Jake Rogers. Two outs. And he pumps in a strike. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that one's gone. And it ties it up. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
2 outs, base is empty.
Nope.
Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. That's outside. 2 outs, base is empty. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting nine.
Here's Mark Canha. Here comes a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Keith off of first with 2 away. And that is that. A solo homer ties it for the Tigers. 2-2 game. Back here on the south side, here's the veteran outfielder, Harold Baines. The wind of the pitch. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And another ball. Ground ball, left side. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting it. The third baseman.
Here is Moncada. And a pitch. Hard hit. Knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play.
Batting him up. The catcher.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. Ball to strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is even 2-2. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Down in order go the White Sox. Score remains 2-2. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, all set for the start of the inning. And now the shortstop, Alan Trammell. The pitch. That one fouled off. Kicks and deals. That's a little bit low.
It's a good take.
Bounced up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw, and one away in the top of the third.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Riley Green now at the plate. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Al Kaline up now for the Tigers. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now back.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's Martin Digo stepping into the box. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's a laser base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Martin Digo with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
First and second, 2 down. Giorgella steps in. And a 2-1 on the way. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Not close with that one. Full count now. Tony Clark waits on deck. Two on, 2 outs. Out to short, Aparicio. The throw to first, and that is the inning. Tigers strand a pair. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And now, Luis Aparicio.
The shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And the batter now, Frank Thomas. And a 3-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Got all of that one. That'll fire up the dugout. His first homer of the year. It's 3-2.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now the DH, Paul Konerko. And that's outside. And a count 2-1. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Next pitch is outside. Luis Robert in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. And he walked him.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
The kick, the 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three-two. Fights it off. He'll see another. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. But the White Sox get one on a homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Tony Clark. Just missed. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Davy Garcia appears to be getting loose. Toussaint getting cranked up as well. The line of the pitch. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. One down.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Now, Jake Rogers. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. The White Sox up by a run, top half of inning number 4. And another ball. Left field, way back there. Minoso ranging back on it. And that one is going to go. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And this game is tied. It's 3-3.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Stepping in, Colt Heath. Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And now the lefty. Caught him looking for the K.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie. And trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
So they turn things over to the righty, Davy Garcia.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And next to hit for Detroit, Mark Canha. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride to load, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now at the plate, Alan Trammell. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. That one the other way. Lopez throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Here on the south side, now the left fielder, Minnie Minoso. The count 2-1. Good eye right there.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Three-two now. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
A great back and forth, and that at bat. He got some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one finds its way through. Canha whips it back in. Runner stops at second. And the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Let that ball travel. Trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, no outs. Here is Yoan Moncada. Here's a 1-1. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Takes it to the bag, that's 1. Relay to first, double play.
We don't see 4-3 double plays all that often because it makes you as the second baseman move away from the target you're going to in order to get the force at second. But he looked very sure of himself on that one. Nicely done.
And next to hit for the Sox, Martin Maldonado. And ball 4 to a ball.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Back to the top of the lineup, Luis Aparicio steps to the plate for the White Sox. Minoso at third. Maldonado on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Keith flips it. They take the force out, and the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. Score remains tied at 3. Back here on the south side, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the center fielder, Riley Green. 1-1 now. And he grounds one to the right side. Slings to first, 1 away here in the 5th.
The right fielder,
Al Kaline up now for the Tigers. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off down the right side.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go ahead run on base. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Martin Digo. Digo with a big-time blast. That one is long gone. A gigantic blast. It's 5-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ball.
One down. Now the third baseman, Gio Urshela. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
That's a ball.
Next offering misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Up the middle. Throw over to Thomas. Third out, that ends the frame. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 5-3. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Action in the pen down there. Miguel Diaz preparing to come on if needed. Wentz, a left-hander, also throwing. Center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it in the center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So digging in, Frank Thomas.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one missed.
2 strikes.
Outside low. And now it's 3-2. Paul Konerko up next for the White Sox. Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's too high, ball 4.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
The 2-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Three-two now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Hal Newhouser out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the Tigers, Kenta Maeda.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Chicago, Luis Robert.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And the righty deals.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. In the air out towards right center. Kline should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
So first and second with 2 outs. Minnie Minoso steps to the plate for the White Sox.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Right side. They get the force. Inning over. Here's the power-hitting catcher, Jake Rogers. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right-handed reliever. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right.
Now back, second baseman, Cole.
Man at first. And up next for Detroit, Colt Heath. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
2 balls,
In
2
the
strikes.
dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. And the pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him swinging. 1 away.
Now batting, the left.
Next to hit, Mark Canha. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Sweeps through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they've been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
So the batting order turns over. Alan Trammell up now for the Tigers. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. Rogers off the first with 2 away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs. High fly ball out into left center field. Minoso makes the play, and it's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Tigers 5 and the White Sox 3. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, Harold Baines. The line to kick the pitch. That misses. And that's ball 2.
They're with the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
1 down, base is empty. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and great transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Martin Maldonado digs in now. And the right-hander deals.
Nope, upstairs.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take.
Luis Aparicio in the on-deck circle. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. And it's ball 4. He missed down low. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of punches and earned a walk. And the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Aparicio. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swings through that one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
They get one in there safely.
Boog, that's a good at bat simply because they found a way to move both runners up a base. Now they're in a really good spot with 2 runners in scoring position.
So up next, Nicky Lopez.
Second baseman.
This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in game 1 of this 3-game set. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They're still down 5-3. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Riley Green.
Riley Green.
Next offer in there for a
strike.
One ball.
And the count 1-2.
strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one ball. So digging in, Al Kaline. Swings and misses. It's a ball and two strikes.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Digo. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
2 down, nobody on. Here the top half of inning number 7. In the air, left field. Minoso settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Tigers 5 and the White Sox 3. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. Now here is Frank Thomas. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Shelby Miller, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Lang getting loose as well. The pitch out there. 1 away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you've got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Slap the other way, foul. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
1 down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
The Tigers leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Matt Foster taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Gio Urshela to the plate.
The third baseman, number 13, Gio Urshela.
And a pitch. Just missed. That one misses. And now 3-1.
1 strike.
That's to third. Moncada. Jump throw. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The first baseman, number 17, Tony Clark.
Tony Clark up now for the Tigers. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He was all over that one. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Clark at first, one gone. It misses. It's a strikeout.
Now back.
Colton Heath up now for the Tigers. At the belt and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Hit in the air, left field. Minoso drifts towards it. He's got it. And that is that. Tigers lead one, and it remains 5-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shelby Miller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off.
Minnie Minoso getting ready to hit.
The left fielder, Minnie Minoso.
Kicks and fires. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Activity in the bullpen. Jason Foley, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. And he deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. And now Harold Baines.
Number 3. Harold Baines.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. On the ground, right side, Keith. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
And now Yoan Moncada. The Tigers holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Found back our way, and that's out of play. Two down, nobody on. That one almost got him. Got him swinging. Shy Sox held in check here. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tanner Banks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the left fielder, Mark Canha.
The left fielder, Mark Canha.
And a pitch. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next, Alan Trammell. And Singy, he started this one off with a bang.
Yes, he did. It always feels great when you can connect with one right away. Certainly a shot of confidence for the entire lineup and a shot to the heart for this crowd.
Bases empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. And the slider just misses. Action in the pen down there. Steven Wilson appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. 3-1 is on the way. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that's ball
That pitch is in. Ball 4.
Up next is the Tigers.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next up for the Tigers, Riley Green. Trammell leads off first with one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save!
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Here comes a pitch. That one misses. 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offer in there for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2.
And there's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 6. Now,
First and second, 1 out. And next to hit for Detroit, Al Kaline. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Robert gets under it, nabs it, and there are 2 outs. So first and second with 2 outs. Martin Digo up now for the Tigers. Two on, 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 3-run lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Gio Urshela will hit next. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First and second, 2 down. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. On the ground to the left. To first. And that's the 3rd out. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jason Foley. A chance at his first save of the year. Here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
The catcher, Martin Maldonado.
And a pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know they got a chance in this ball game.
So digging in, Luis Aparicio.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
The pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Another 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The White Sox trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, could be 2. Clark to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
It's a huge ball to play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So they're down to their final out. Now a chance for Nicky Lopez. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the White Sox, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field, 40,615. The White Sox thank you for attending and encourage you to buckle up and please drive home safely.